Hey guys, Mustang in here bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and today we are going to be having a look at the LR Team Bardock full level 10 links. I posted the screenshot on Twitter yesterday. Unfortunately, still only available to have them at 79%. I believe it's the same on JP. I don't know if they have one extra copy, but I'm fairly sure neither version can actually rainbow them at the moment. Obviously without the use of like mods and stuff. So I thought we'd take a look at them today. I've been leveling them up because I think they can actually be a pretty solid support unit, especially with the new Gogeta team. Having a unit that can provide support and also has Saiyan Raw, I think is pretty useful. So they provide super class allies attack and defense 30%, and then they provide attack and defense 30% for Team Bardock category allies, which is of course their leader skill. They are designed to lead the free-to-play Bardock team, kind of like the LR Ginyu squad, but they can fit in well on some other teams. Now we're going to show them off on two different teams. First of all, we are jumping into the Pure Saiyans build under the good old transforming Vegeta, who everybody loves to see. Unfortunately, Pure Saiyans has no 170 leader, but the reason I wanted to try them out on this team is because their best link partner is actually this physical LR Bardock. Now, one of the teams that you're probably going to get the most use out of them is the AGL Bardock's team, the Low Class Warriors / Revenge team, but you can't run physical LR Bardock on that team, so that will be the second team that we try them out on. So, good old turn 3, because, you know, it wouldn't be a Dokkan showcase if the unit that we wanted to showcase wasn't in slot 7. But this is actually going to be one of their better rotations. So, with this setup, we have every link active except for Saiyan Raw. And then obviously this Bardock is getting all of his links active except for Shattering the Limit. So I did rainbow him from the double rates banner at Christmas time, but as you can see, I've thrown him onto my link level team a couple of times, but I haven't like concentrated on leveling his links. But let's see what we can get here. So obviously we can get the 18 key super for you. People underrate this physical Bardock quite a bit even now, but I guarantee you, like, the Int LR is going to kill Krillin here, but if physical Bardock actually got to attack, his attack stat would be insane on this turn. But yeah, nearly 2.6 million attack stat for these guys. Now, bear in mind a couple of things when you think about that number. I would say it's pretty good. So first of all, 79%. Secondly, 150 leader. Then we got a support unit, essentially. Like, they're not supposed to be the unit that you bring on your team and have like on main rotation to dish out crazy amounts of damage. So I think, like, considering those things, I would say that's a pretty solid number. And like I said at the start, like, I feel like one of their main uses for people now, if you pulled Gogeta, like, as much as it's fun, you guys saw when I had the race against our boy DBZ Blaze the other day, like, running the full all Super Saiyan 4's team is fun, but it lacks a little bit of synergy between certain units. So having a unit like this floating in the third spot, I think would be really good. And again, especially like having a support unit that has Saiyan Raw, because it means, like, if you want to have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta on main rotation and have him in slot 1, your middle unit, like say you're going to have Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta or Super Saiyan 4 Broly, they are actually going to have Saiyan Raw active, which then means that the unit in the middle is going to do a whole bunch of extra damage, as well as if they are a super type, they're getting the 30% buff from Team Bardock. So on this rotation, we would have all of our links active, but unfortunately, if we put Bardock in the first slot, he's probably going to kill TN, even if we only get, well, we can't only get the 12 key super. So just to prove a point, let's go here. Let's give him his full 24 key super. I know he's going to kill, but I just want to see what numbers this physical Bardock would get in this setup. Because again, remember, only 150 leads. Yeah, 5 million attack stat. So, I mean, yeah, it's in a very specialized situation. It's this Bardock's best rotation, pretty much. But yeah, he's not mid. Like, people who think that this physical LR Bardock is not good. Yeah, there's a 5 million attack stat for you right there. And that's with his links being mostly at, what was it, like level 2s and 3s. So it'll be very interesting. I will have to carry on leveling him then, I guess, and get him to full level 10 links and see just how good he could be. It's just a shame that he was replaced by the AGL Bardock, because, like, even on Goku family, the physical LR Bardock could be pretty good, but obviously you can't run this team Bardock on the Goku family team. If they were AGL, that would be pretty good, because then they'd fit under Goku's secondary leader skill. But maybe one day, when we eventually get a 170 Pure Saiyans leader, then yeah, this rotation of these two together, especially at that point, I would assume that the extra copies to Rainbow, the team Bardock, will have actually been made available. At that point, that rotation will be insane, especially when you have someone like Turles in slot 3 for the 40% attack buff. Tora obviously doesn't give as much of a buff, but he does have Saiyan Raw, which is obviously mainly helping out the Team Bardock card. So obviously here, no Saiyan Raw available, so we'll go ahead and put our boys in slot 1. So this is them without any support at all on the rotation. Still don't take any damage, but we got type advantage. So just under 2 million. So not super impressive in that regard. No support unit. It's one of the problems I've talked about before with the physical Vegeta, like running a Pure Saiyans team, is if you have him floating in the 3rd spot, every time he just floats into another rotation, he's not really providing anything to that setup, which is a little bit unfortunate. But alright, so we'll do this. Grab these for you. And then these for you. So we're going to get the Dokkan attack next turn with the Team Bardock, with Turles on the rotation for the extra 40% support. So going to be some big damage. I mean, that's what we had, turn 1 of the showcase. So we kind of know the number that we're going to be seeing. It was around 2.5, close to 2.6. But we will be getting the Dokkan attack for a nice little bit of extra damage. So we probably do finish off this Vegeta next turn. I do want to get into a position where we can have them with Tora in the 3rd spot and them in the middle, and that the enemy will actually survive the first attack. But I guess if we have to do that for the next rotation, I will just put Tora in slot 1. So yeah, we can go ahead here. 23 key, so almost their full potential here. And then obviously physical Bardock can come in to finish it off if needs be. I probably will be, but no damage, which is good, especially because Turles doesn't give defense. So that's still pretty solid for 150 leads. Them still taking no damage from Vegeta here. And yeah, their attack stat is 2.65. So obviously bear in mind the multiplier is a little bit higher the more key. If you get the full 24 key, that is their max damage multiplier. So maybe closer to 2.7. So maybe if we can actually get enough key on the field to get their 24 key super on the rotation where Tora is in the middle, we might get to see 3 million attack stat from them, which is pretty good. And then of course, like I say, Bardock here, no slouch, should probably finish off Vegeta. Yep. Okay. So now we just need to get to the next turn where we'll have Tora. What stage is this next? Is it Goku already? Was it Trunks? I can't even remember. Alright, physical Trunks. Okay, so let us go ahead and... well, I guess we might as well do this. We're going to go for the putting Tora in slot 1 plan anyway, so it doesn't really matter if we've almost killed this Trunks, because Tora is not going to do enough damage to finish him off, even with a super attack. So, 3.75. Oof. I mean, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is not his best link partner, especially when he's Super Saiyan Blue, but having picked up the entire field of like physical orbs and only hitting that kind of number, it shows you how dated he is compared to like newer Dokkan Fests. But I mean, I remember everyone being super hyped for this Transforming Vegeta when he first came out, so it is a little bit of a shame that he's dropped off as much as he had. I remember it was one of the banners for a long time that was like the luckiest summons I'd ever done. I streamed my summons on the physical Vegeta banner, and I did, I think, 450 stones or something like that, and pulled like 3 copies of him. So, right, so if we grab these, hopefully those extra ones at the top will connect down a little bit more. I think, honestly, if we put the physical Bardock in slot 1, Trunks would probably survive, but I don't want to run that risk. We want to make this like the last rotation of the fight. Yeah, especially because we can actually get the 24 key super now. So this is definitely going to be the best turn for the LR. Let me double check Tora's support. I think it's 30%. Yeah, 30%. So he's only giving 10% less attack than Turles, but then Saiyan Raw at level 10 is it 25% attack, 10% defense? Yes, it is. So we are getting more attack by having this set up than we were with having Turles in slot 3. So we'll go ahead and see what we can get here. This is going to be the best turn for them, and then we'll jump over to the AGL Bardock team and have a quick look at them on that one as well. So, 2.96. So not quite able to get to that 3 million attack stat, but again, 150 lead, only 79%. Oh, I would say that's pretty good for a unit that most people are only going to use as a support unit. And then 16k from type disadvantage. Meanwhile, physical Bardock over here, 5.2 million. Alright, so let's jump over to the AGL Bardock team and see what kind of numbers we can get out of them there. Wow, 3.4 on the 12 key super. People got to stop underrating physical Bardock, man, I'm telling you. But yeah, let's jump over to the other team and see how we get on. Okay, so here we are over on the AGL Bardock team. Running a sort of similar team. We got units like Turles. I did decide to bring the Tech Tora as well. He's another support unit, but he's actually on the Team Bardock category. So when he floats into the 3rd spot, he's actually going to be getting that full 60% buff from the Team Bardock card. So I thought it'd be pretty good to bring him. I also like to run the Tech Trunks is a good opposite rotation partner for one of the Bardocks. Obviously, he's good in long form events, and then once they're both at Super Saiyan, they do share a few decent links. But obviously, the off rotation is not what we care about. Turn 3, yeah, again, got to be in the slot 7. But so on this rotation, so AGL Bardock, they only share Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, Prepared for Battle, and Saiyan Pride. As you can see, they don't get any extra links from Turles. I mean, Saiyan Pride is a very solid link, so can't complain too much. But let's see what sort of difference we get here. So we don't have as many links active, but obviously we are under a higher leader skill team. So, of course, we're going to take a super in slot 1. I imagine this will still do pretty significant damage because their defense is not the best. Yeah, 131k. I mean, that's not terrible. 2.36. Okay, so that's sort of similar to... in fact, on the previous team, when we were teaming them up with the physical Bardock, their attack was slightly higher. So you can see how having those extra couple of links active definitely plays more of a role than just having a slightly higher leader skill. Because their attack stat is lower than it was on the previous team. So we definitely want to see the rotation with the AGL Tora, because I think between him and the AGL Bardock, they will get all their links active, but we'll have to see. So put you in slot 1. Yeah, we'll leave all of these int orbs here ready for the LR on the next turn. Because, yeah, the problem with this team is if you want the majority of their links active most of the time, then you would have to kind of run them with Tora, who is probably not the best choice for having on main rotation, especially because he's one of those units, and Turles kind of fits into the same boat, even though it's a different kind of transformation, where relying on him as a support unit for your team can be kind of annoying sometimes when you go into a new turn and then he transforms. Because obviously Turles is still good when he transforms. He's just not providing support anymore. He's actually very good as like a solo unit. He's just not doing what you probably bought him on the team for, which is just to be a support unit. Whereas if Tora transforms into the Great Ape, then obviously that kind of ruins everything. So let's see. So we know with Bardock, so we're getting those 4 with just Tora. So we miss out on Prepared for Battle, but that's basically it. And obviously Saiyan Raw, Team Bardock, they're going to provide so much extra attack compared to just getting Prepared for Battle. So we'll leave them here in slot 1 then. Because obviously even Tora at this point would actually finish off 17. So let's see what we can get here. Remembering that the highest we got to before was just under 3 million. So can we break the 3 mil on this team with the extra... Ooh, we're so close. So we need that Prepared for Battle active. So obviously the turn that we get Turles in slot 3 and then have like Tora in slot 1, then we are going to quite easily break 3 million. So we really just don't want Turles to transform for that turn. That would be very unfortunate. But right, let's go ahead and grab these. Now that Trunks is stacking his defense after transforming, we don't need to worry too much about the type disadvantage from 16 here. So, nice crit as well. We'll take those. And then 2.75 from the Bardock as well. Let's go. Obviously, my AGL Bardock level 10 links as well. Very, very good unit. I think he's kind of underrated too. Not as much as the physical LR. I mean, this one he's better, obviously, for like longer and harder events. The AGL Dokkan Fest one's definitely better. But yeah, both the Bardocks I think underrated a little bit. But double supers from Turles are not going to be enough to finish off 16 here, but very close. I keep getting into this awkward situation where we almost finish off the enemy, because now we would actually have prepared for battle active, but it's not enough. We can't even get their 12 key super because we're getting so much support. I kind of wanted to see what that would do, and we can't not super with you because I think even Tora would finish him off here. But I mean, we could try it, I guess. We've already seen. I mean, we're not seeing much extra from this rotation, so if Tora doesn't finish him off, that would be a bonus. But I think he probably will, even though he doesn't hit very hard. But like 16 does not have a lot of HP left, so yeah, that's what I thought. The rotation we're waiting to see now, though, is the LR between Tora and Turles. So that's going to be on the next turn. So I don't want to do crazy amounts of damage to Cell. I think I might actually avoid getting a super with yeah, everyone here. Why not? Just to guarantee that we're not going to overkill Cell in this turn for ready to see what our LR Team Bardock can do. So obviously Trunks will do a pretty decent amount of damage, but not enough by himself to ruin the setup for next turn. So, and of course the Bardocks have been stacking their defense, so they're perfectly fine to tank all these hits without another super attack under their belt. And so here we go. So again, this is the reason why you don't normally do this kind of thing, right? Because we don't want really either Turles or Tora in slot 1 on this kind of rotation, but we're going to go ahead and do it. So we have 100, just under 110k defense, and this is, like I say, essentially their best rotation. So can we connect up some of these int orbs here? Yes, we can. Let's go. All right, so this is the best turn for them. Full 24 key super, double supports, and let's see if we can. I'm pretty sure we break that 3 million attack stat just by having the extra 40% from Turles. I think it's pretty much guaranteed here. Tora about to take a ton of damage, but we're not in danger of dying here, so it's all good. 3.63. Okay, yeah, the 40% from Turles, pretty significant jump. So yeah, 3.63. I would say we would probably be pushing close to maybe able to break 4 million if they were rainbowed. So not too bad. Like I said, I think they're better as a support unit, but I don't know. I think that's a pretty good showing from them overall, especially with the 2 dupes missing. So let me know what you guys think down below of the LR Team Bardock. I think they're definitely worth using as a support for some teams. Not the best unit ever, but I like them. Obviously, I'm kind of biased, you know. We love Bardock and everything Bardock related over on the channel. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links in the description to my Discord and the merch store. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.